Yeah, hello guys, welcome back to Himiko Share Stream. That's it. Yeah, so from now on, because I will stream at here, because this platform is very new and how to say, haven't got the what, haven't got the the playlist yet. So now I will try to focus on each game first. Yeah, every game first. Yeah, like meaning I play one game. Like I play this console, right, I will keep playing console first because I scared lah. Next time I want to download only I will forget or anything. So I will start the game first.
My son, glad you're here. It seems Lord Mortimer's been waiting for you to arrive before beginning. What a pity your mother isn't here for the conference. I hope I'll be able to see her before I leave. I still have a very important letter to give to her.
Feeling all right, Louis? You look like you're miles away.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Lord Mortimer wants to talk to you, Louis. Don't make him wait.
Indeed, I rather believe he did. I had some.
Yeah, hello Sam, hello, welcome to my stream. Wait. Yeah, wait more. What happened to you?
Indeed.
That does seem as if.
I don't know if you ever found what you were looking for in the garden, but Mortimer is waiting for you. I suggest you get a move on.
You say it as if you were afraid of him. I sense that you have things you'd like to say, but something's holding you back. What is going on between you two?
Nothing.
What Sam?
Absolutely nothing. I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost. The siren's song, Monsieur de Richet. You wake up one morning, not knowing where you are, and you think about everything you've done for a man who wasn't even worth it. For a man who has no respect for you, who uses you, and who drops you as soon as he no longer needs you. For me, it's too late now. But you still have a choice. Don't respond to his call, sir.
Yeah, by the way, Sam, I think the chat I can put to open, right? Because here I got C1 viewer is guest 191001220. I doesn't know who is it. I want to greet him, but I doesn't know what his name.
I have suspected it for
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
Are you quite sure, sir? Is there not a little mistake somewhere?
Yes, because she asked him at last, and he could not help answering her, but she said...
Good evening, gentlemen. Are we ready? The much-awaited conference is about to begin?
That is what we have all been waiting for.
I believe that Lord Mortimer wishes to speak to you before
Guess
it
me, he
begins.
didn't register. He
You
just
should
come
go and
in
see him.
through link.
Are you quite sure?
I didn't
Is
saw
there not a little
Roberto.
mistake
Wait.
somewhere?
Yes,
Viewer.
because
Yes. Hello, Roberto. Can you hear me, Roberto? Or you just opening the website and didn't close?
You know it is not so.
I guess Roberto is just fall asleep. Right? He
I
just
have
maybe
suspected it for some
opening the
time,
screen
but
and
now
then he
I
doesn't.
I
Yeah, he
have
just
already
pass.
told her
pass
so
out.
once, by your desire.
Are you quite sure, sir? Is there not a little
Roberto,
mistake
Roberto,
somewhere?
of course can
Yes,
comment.
because
By
she
the way,
asked him at last,
guest
and he
means
could
he
not help
didn't.
answering her,
Guest
but she
means
said
he
he seemed
didn't
quite angry
register.
at being
He just
spoken
come
to.
visit through
But it
link.
is not
Oh,
sound.
I see.
No, it is not sound.
Your conjecture is totally wrong, I assure you.
I have suspected it for some time.
But with respect to any other leader. Ah, Louis, I've been expecting you.
I see.
Thank you for joining us. We are about to begin our conference. Let me explain what is at stake.
Thank you kindly. But what do you expect of me exactly? My mother's the one who's supposed to attend, not me.
That is indeed what was initially intended. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been found, and my guests can't stay here indefinitely. The conference must begin, and it would be truly beneficial to the Order to join in the project. Consequently, I would like you to replace her during her absence. What is at stake here is of the utmost importance.
It's important that the French Order gets their say. And should you need any advice, don't worry. You are not alone, Louis.
Very well. Can you give me a brief explanation of the aim of it all?
Of course, Louis, I was coming to that. The aim of these meetings is to bring together the most influential people in order to think together about the future.
But the future of who?
Of the world, Louis.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
Okay.
How long have you been active?
Oh, this tradition has more or less always existed, Louis. It has continued from generation to generation.
Can you give me an example of an event that was decided here before being implemented in the outside world?
Well, take the French Revolution. It was decided right here 2 years before its implementation in France.
Concerning the case of the French Revolution, I wasn't invited. But as far as the American Revolution is concerned, Louis, I can testify that we planned it 5 years before implementing it, for example.
Louis, let me keep you a moment. I would like to let you in on a secret before we begin, because I'm going to need your assistance. You see, the project I'm going to present concerns the territory of Louisiana in North America. It's currently Spanish territory, and I'm going to make the proposition to the Assembly for it to become French.
But how does that concern me?
Well, you see, I prepared this project with your mother. We began thinking about a crazy idea. Unfortunately, Sarah went missing before getting the bigger picture. I don't intend to stop at Louisiana. My idea is to increase the territory of the United States.
Oh.
The first stone of this vast project consists of getting Spain to cede Louisiana to France. Once it becomes French,
Got that,
France
Sam?
will
Got
hand
that?
it over
Why,
to the
why?
United States, which will then allow them to double the size of their
I
territory.
want to try whether I can
And that's where you come in.
do that or not,
France
right?
and the United States, hand in hand,
And I already
two democracies
and I already
illuminating
put
the
my
world.
words in Facebook already. Yeah. So you still think I want one?
Lord Mortimer, I'm sure you're aware that Louisiana is hardly prime quality land. I wouldn't be exaggerating to call it marshland. How is acquiring land they won't know what to do with going to strengthen the United
Why is
States?
suddenly I
Think further, Louis. The United States won't stop there. Once they've acquired Louisiana, nothing will stop them. All they would have to do then is keep pushing toward the west to take the whole North American continent.
So you intend to get rid of the Spanish?
They are purely transitory. This is the settlers' home. It is natural for them to want to develop their nation to become one of the greatest powers of this world. As for the Spanish, There are just a handful of them actually on site, and if need be, we'll see to it that they are sufficiently occupied in Europe so that their focus is not on the North American continent. Moreover, Spain really only cares about its colonies in South America. It's hardly my fault if they are not capable of seeing the potential in the North American territories. The concept of royalty is from bygone times. It is time to lead the way to democracy. Take a look at them. Apart from President Washington, they all belong to monarchies. Do you really think they won't resist? Of course they'll fight, fearful as they are of losing their precious privileges. But the world needs visionaries, like you, like your mother. It's a pity Sarah isn't here to see it. She only knew about a tiny part of the project. I hope I can count on you, Louis. It's time to start now. I must ask you to keep it to yourself for the time being. Take a seat, follow the discussions. We will have an opportunity to catch up later, and you'll be able to let me know your thoughts. My friends, I propose we get started. First of all, I would like to thank you for taking the time to come.
The honor is ours, my lord.
As per our custom, here we are all together to discuss the face of tomorrow's world. Even though there may be certain tensions between our nations, I must ask you to keep an open mind. As Sarah de Richet is unable to be among us, please welcome Louis de Richet, who will represent the Golden Order and will vote on its behalf when the time comes.
Welcome among us, Louis.
Welcome, Monsieur.
I hope he'll be more effective than his mother regarding the protection of the King of France. The Order has proved particularly inefficient.
Come, Manuel, you're not going to spoil our visit. The Order's mission was not to protect King Louis XVI, as far as I am aware.
We are
What
talking
the
about
fuck,
the King
Sam?
of Divine Blood, for goodness sake.
Thanks
It
for
seems obvious
subscribing
to
to
me
my
he
channel,
needed protecting.
but
If the
actually
Golden
subscribe
Order
already
wants
got
to
one
pride
dislike.
itself on being an influential
I
organization, it should
haven't
have
know
kept
about
him
what
alive.
is. It seemed obvious to me he need and what is the how to say? Subscribe already got what you said. It seemed obvious to me he need protecting. Where? Why your color change already one? Yeah. By the way, it seems obvious to me he need protecting. If the Golden Order want to fight itself.
I'm sorry about the fate of the King of France, Duke Manuel. However, I'm surprised at your remark. How can a man like me have changed the course of things where a man like you, powerful, capable of influencing international politics, was unable to do any better?
It's special.
Perhaps we
Sister.
may begin, Lord Mortimer.
Certainly. I
Got
have
what
believed
special? You
that
got
our
what extra
nations will
feature? You
continue
see
to
the
support
5
each other.
viewer there?
More now than ever
Can
before.
see you got more,
Dream that,
more,
for the sake of common good,
got what, five,
we will
five,
do what it takes to
50K
ensure
what?
stability
Got
in the
50K
modern
what?
world. I have a dream that we shall lead by example and ensure that the American territory may remain
Yeah.
in peace.
Thank you for the thought, Lord
How
Mortimer.
why you got
But
her?
I don't see where you're leading.
I'm coming to it, Mr. President. I need not remind you that North America is currently divided between the United States on the east coast and Spain, which occupies the remaining 2/3 of the continent. Well, I propose that Spain cede the center of the continent to France, namely all of Louisiana.
Louisiana? But, well, it is not for sale. Lord Mortimer, I sincerely hope I have not come all this way just to hear you ramble on about what Spain should and should not do. When we went to all the trouble of gaining the territory a few years ago, it was not just to lose it today. Have I made myself clear?
What did I tell you, William? You speak of union,
And yet here you are, about to tear us apart. Duke Manuel, I perfectly understand you. But rest assured, you will soon adore my proposition. You shall see.
Well, since you give me the choice, my good fellow, allow me to doubt it. However, I am impatient to hear what Spain could possibly gain from the sale of Louisiana.
I never spoke of a sale, my good fellow.
What? I do not understand.
There is one more territory left to conquer, if I'm not mistaken, in the northwest. It is, of course, occupied by your notorious Indians,
We shall soon be rid of the savages, so that is not the question.
Duke, these savages, as you call them, were there before you. They are on their homeland.
As much as the black people of Africa, Monsieur de Richet. That does not stop your
Yeah,
dear
yeah,
France
the
from
viewer there,
massacring them
iconic.
and sending them like cattle to Mr. Washington's cotton plantations
Yeah,
to
but why,
provide him
why
with
you
cheap
got
labor.
50K
So you keep your
Amazon,
morals to
Mama,
yourself, if you please.
Senor, I would not like to be associated with that.
How much
The subject of
how
black
much
slaves
is
in the United
subscribe
States of
here, how
America
much
is a
Why
complex
you say
subject,
it's cheaper
which
than
we
Facebook?
shall resolve
Facebook
at a
very
future date.
expensive, eh?
It obviously doesn't stop you from sleeping at night.
Not in the least. Do not imagine I have anything against the American Indians or the blacks. That is not the question. But business is business. It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
And it might as well be the likes of you who rule. Is that right?
But of course.
Come now, my friends, let us not digress. Anyway, these primitive people have no souls, Louis. We bring the good word to them in order to save them. You'll see. Colonization brings
Yeah,
with it
hello,
many
hello, welcome
benefits
to my
too.
scene.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, Your Eminence, I shall continue. Duke Manuel, I believe that Spain should cede Louisiana to France free of charge.
How much or how
This
much
is utterly
you do
grotesque, Lord
subscription
Mortimer.
on me?
What a strange example you set for your young protege. Isn't that so, Monsieur de Richet? Do you understand anything of this proposition?
If I were you, Senor Godoy, I would think twice before stirring up a scandal.
I beg your pardon?
But
Given the size of your colonies, you won't be able
oh,
to
is
keep them
it?
for long.
Oh,
A number of countries are
but
eyeing
if,
them as we speak.
Facebook
The United States would have no trouble taking them.
1块
For all intents and purposes,
11
you have no
ringgit
army in
equals
place.
to like
By wanting to
1
keep
奶茶的
everything, you
价钱
risk losing it all,
Yeah,
especially
one
your
boba
colonies in South America, which are far more valuable to you.
That is indeed the danger, Duke Manuel. If it comes to war over Louisiana, you will lose. And probably a good deal more than you now imagine.
Young man, you are indeed a dark horse, aren't you?
I must say, William, I find your project mostly disfavors me. I thought you were my friend.
And I am, Mr. President. That is why I'm doing everything in my power
If Roberto
to calm
then
your
support
expansionist
Chipoyame?
fervor.
Really?
France, in Louisiana, should persuade you
But
not to
Roberto, like,
attempt
not
anything
actually.
to take the territory
They
by
also not
force.
coming.
Louisiana is a vast wetland where you would needlessly lose most of your troops. It would weaken you and offer certain nations the perfect opportunity to take back your famous United States. I am protecting you from yourself, George. Trust me.
I understand. But with friends like you, sir, I certainly don't need any more enemies. I hope you know what you're doing.
Wow.
Am I imagining things, or does it look like Washington isn't aware of Mortimer's plan?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Lord Mortimer, but I doubt the Holy See would be in favor of Catholic Louisiana being handed over to secular revolutionaries and king killers.
I should think Monsieur de Richet has an opinion on this subject, does he not?
If France took the Papal States, their opinion over the sale of Louisiana would be definitely resolved.
So I sub 1 month already.
talking
Yeah,
about an
okay,
invasion of
okay,
Italy.
okay. I
Don't take it the wrong way,
I
Raymond.
was here for
Colonization
1
brings
month,
with it
okay,
many
at least 1
benefits.
month.
You'll see.
Very funny.
The best will
Monsieur
change one, you know. I
Richet.
saw people the best will got diamond one, the best
Mi
will
auguro
change
che
the one.
insegnerete
Oh, is it?
l'educazione a
Oh, so
questo
you
giovanotto
happy
preso
already, is it?
corso, Sir Gregory.
I hope that you will teach this pretentious young man some manners, Sir Gregory. It looks like I won't be just making friends here.
In any case, my lord, I doubt the English crown will agree.
Ich versichere Ihnen, Emily, nie Preußen wird diese Vereinbarung akzeptieren.
I assure you, Emily, the Prussian will never accept this agreement. Volner looks like he's set on ruining Mortimer's plan.
Duchess, I am persuaded that we shall
I
find a
want sub
common
very
ground.
long time already.
That's enough,
Just you
William.
at Facebook.
These
you
are
cannot
great
achieve the
times.
option.
We don't care about the fate of Louisiana. That worthless expense
Sorry,
of
Lord,
putrid
my
swamps
Facebook very
interests
hard.
no one
My
but
Facebook
yourself.
very
Speak
hard
for
and
yourself, my friend.
Hold
Because
on there,
woman
Mr. Royal.
must
Gentleman.
have very good
Lower the
viewer,
volume. Let's
come back
Gregory
viewer.
finish.
Holm, Godoy, and now Volner? Mortimer's adversaries are ready to tear each other to pieces, and he takes a malicious pleasure in watching it happen.
How dare you!
Gentlemen, let us try to remain calm.
There you are, William. See where your projects have taken us, as per usual. Chaos! That's enough. I'm tired. We shall continue this discussion tomorrow, but please be aware that your project will never be ratified. Those who are opposed to this project, follow me.
I got a lot of feature where I got access to eating party
Are you coming
that
with
I
us,
can
Monsieur
directly
de
play a
Richet?
video.
Come, Gregory, I think Louis would rather stay. Wouldn't you, Louis?
Wow. Well, what I choose of, because all of them is, see, 5 of them is running but this one is bad guy lah. This one. Stay and assist. Oh, heck is who? The lot Motifer or home. The more people or the less people. Oh heck, oh home.
At the risk of displeasing you, my lord, I'd rather follow Sir Gregory. I don't think this is a place for the order.
Louis? No.
Let him go, Mr. President. Everyone is free to choose.
Because all also running already. Left the president and
How can he be so blind? If he keeps this up, he'll lead our countries to their destruction.
Don't worry, we shall counter him, Sir Gregory.
We have to act immediately. Calm down, Gregory. We only have to vote against his project, and that's it.
They haven't got a chance. Just one vote will suffice.
True, there is no chance of a unanimous vote, and he knows it. He must be preparing something else. What is he plotting?
A reveal
I
lah.
know about his plan.
What did you just say, Louis?
I want
His
reveal.
aim is for the United States to take the whole of the North American continent.
But that is impossible.
A democratic superpower. I don't understand. That has nothing to do with the coming vote.
He will ask for France to take over Louisiana and then hand it over to the United States, and so double the size of their territory.
Once that's done, he will just need to push a bit more, and you will lose North America, Duke Manuel.
God's blood! Has he gone mad?
No, Johann. He has always been mad. Louis, I would like to thank you for what you've just revealed.
I
If
must
not for you,
reveal lah.
I
He's a
don't
bad
know
guy.
if we'd have been capable of deciphering his plans quickly enough to be able to counter him.
What are we going to do now that we know about it?
Destroy him.
No! We'll beat him at his own game, my friends. His plan begins with Louisiana, which is still yours, Duke Manuel. He will begin with you. Expect to receive an envoy, French most probably. He will try to convince you by every possible means. Whatever he says, whatever he promises, you have just one response. It's war. If war is what you want, war is what you'll get. And on your own territory, in your homes. Enough games. Spain will join the coalition against France and declare war. You too, Duchess Hillsborough. You will speak to the Queen so that Great Britain commits to going to war with France. What do you expect from the Papal States, Sir Gregor? What do you think? That they hold a mass? They will go to war, of course. What is it that you didn't understand in what I just told you? We all declare war on France. Militarily, politically, and financially.
And me? And me?
And me, Sir Gregory? How can I help?
Louis, you have won my trust.
So
The Order will have to act in France, but even before that, I'm going to need you. Right here and right now. Leave me now. I have to prepare for tomorrow. Let's meet early tomorrow morning for the next phase of the conference, which promises to be most exciting. Louis, I'd like to see you a moment, please. Thank you for signing with me today. I won't forget it. I'm going to need you. Help me counter Mortimer on his own ground. Right here. I'm sure he'll try and win some of you over. He needs our votes. Now, you leave that to me. In the meantime, I must ask you to go and see President Washington and persuade him to trust me and join us.
Do you really think that I'll be able to convince him?
I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I have total faith in you. He likes you, and thus he won't see you
why?
coming.
Let me do this.
Must be careful, though. If he senses that you are trying to manipulate him, he'll dig in his heels. Louis, use every means at your disposal. If Washington drops Mortimer, his defeat will be complete. You should go right away. There's no time to lose. William already has a head start on us.
Very well. I'll go right away.
Try to convince us.
Let me in, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but that's impossible.
I'm looking for President Washington. Would you know where he is by any chance?
Unfortunately not, sir. All I can say to sir is that the president is no longer in the conference room.
All right. I'll go looking for him myself.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good evening, sir.
Not inside already. How the fuck I know where is he, man? Washington. are you still here? But very, very, very pretty leh, your logo. 3 logo. Very lancy leh, 3 logo.
President George Washington.
Please chat with me, please. I just scared I fall asleep. The Washington not here. Oh. Wow. Where will he be? Wow, like that. Wow, like that. I let. He not is in own room. Her profile icon special.
Locked.
Louis? What are you doing in my room?
What?
As I walked by your room, I noticed the door was open. I wanted to check that no one had gone in.
And what is the outcome of your investigation?
What very
Inspector Delachaux?
special?
Go ahead. Laugh it off. I didn't see anyone, Mr. President.
Splendid. All is safe and sound. Well, since you're here, can I get you something to drink?
No, thank you, Mr. President.
As you wish. Well, Louis, it's getting late, and this is not my first conference, so let's get straight to the point. You are here to motivate me to change sides.
I have decided not to follow Mortimer.
I noticed. Every man must make his own choice. What can we say? That's the political game. And you did not commit to supporting Mortimer, so there's nothing for you to feel bad about. So what can I do for you?
President Washington, I regret that my situation is contrary to yours, especially as I really do respect you.
Me too, Louis. Let us not mix business and emotion.
Understood.
How very special.
I've just
of them.
come from a meeting with Sir Gregory and his supporters. They are all rallying against Mortimer's project.
That is to be expected.
Great Britain, the Kingdom of Spain and Sicily, the Kingdom of Prussia, the Holy Empire, the Kingdom of Portugal, of Bohemia, and of Hungary.
I know, Louis. I know. The coalition against France also gives me cause for concern. I'm certainly not saying that, on paper, Mortimer's plan seems very viable. Anyway, you haven't really said what you wanted to say. Tell me, Louis, what have you come here to sell me?
You should join home.
And why would I do that?
This type of meeting might be familiar to you, but for me, I must admit, Mr. President, it's all a bit over my head.
It's only natural, Louis. But you are managing rather well for a first-timer. You've chosen the wrong allies, that's all.
I hope my mother doesn't hold it against me if I made a mistake. Anyway, if Lord Mortimer does succeed, it would be no mean feat. Did he tell you what he would gain from it?
What do you mean?
Well, Mortimer's plan has been meticulously prepared for many years, I imagine.
Of that you can be sure.
It's only natural, and his plan leaves nothing to chance.
No, that's what...
He never commits his own fortune, let alone his reputation, since you're the one who takes center stage here.
In fact...
Whether he wins or loses, everything is arranged so that he comes out of it intact.
Yes,
You've got to hand it to him, though. He's a master at putting together a plan which puts himself at no risk.
That's true. Don't worry, You can trust him.
Of course. I'll bet he's invested in a river transport company on the Mississippi or somewhere like that.
It's true I had never thought about what he might have to gain. Tell me what Sir Gregory has to offer that I don't already have with Lord Mortimer.
You are a man of conviction, Mr. President. You would never make a choice that could cost the American people very dearly. If Mortimer falls, he will bring the United States down with him. Haven't the American people suffered enough?
I would never do anything that would put my people in danger.
Exactly. Therefore, choose your allies wisely, sir.
I must admit, your arguments do make sense, Louis. Louis, you convinced me. I congratulate you for your performance, because I didn't think it could happen.
I merely exposed the facts to you.
Don't spoil everything with your false modesty now. You really were very good, and that's that. In any case, I shall follow you on this one. This may well arouse Lord Mortimer's wrath, but I must put the United States before anything else. Have we finished, Louis?
Absolutely, Mr. President. I shan't keep you any longer. Allow me to take my leave.
Good night, Louis. Get some rest. Tomorrow will be a very big day.
Well, that's one thing out of the way. Only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
Which one is my bed?
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Huh, that's me.
Good evening, Monsieur le Français.
Duchess, you're here. What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, congratulations on choosing Sir Gregory this evening. You surprised me. I wasn't expecting it.
Why, Emily, can't you read me like an open book?
Not as well as you read me, it would seem.
I'll teach you if you'd like.
There's nothing I'd like more.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Still nothing, no.
Very well. Can we change subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Come, Louis.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him. He looks like he can be trusted.
Why isn't he with us? He was opposed to Mortimer.
I'll wait and see. I'm still not sure of his position. And Duchess Hillsborough, why isn't she here? She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her. What are we going to do about Washington? He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king. Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing: to keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim. He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. I have asked Monsieur de Richet to approach him. Let us have faith in him. I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
Yet he is Mortimer's strong arm in France.
He knows his time has come, and I believe he's intelligent enough to realize it means he is no longer any use to Mortimer. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
Yeah, by the way, hello Sam, hello, welcome to my stream. What means or what is the spell point? I couldn't understand. Yeah, by the way, what is the emoji means?
Emily? Emily? Are you there? Typical. There she goes again. What's with this habit of hers of taking off in the middle of the night?
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
My friends, the conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer.
We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me reassure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
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 And you, Luc Manuel?
Against, of course.
Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President Washington, what is your position?
Well, you see, Monsieur Bonaparte, I would rather you'd have forgotten me for a minute. William, I am sorry, but I cannot follow you this time.
George?
I am against William. Please excuse me. I cannot commit the United States to such an enterprise. It's just too risky.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, and Madame Duchess that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, Camille!
Let's end the charade. It's over.
Jacques,
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
come, Jacques, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord. I shall no longer work for you.
Wow. Intervino, not intervino. Walao eh. Inter? No. I go peek. I go sneak peek at other people's channel. I can see I got a case spell options. Just yours don't have yet. Oh, and the high tier streamer one. All got the treasure. The track viewer. I see how this app works now. Oh, so mine still haven't got, is it? Yeah, I'm so sorry because what is the use of what? The K spell. I can gain money one.
Wait!
Deriche, you
Oi,
just can't help it,
confrontation
can you?
eh?
Stop trying to play the hero, man.
Monsieur, I know I don't really know you, but you seem like a decent person.
I have done so many horrible things.
You blame yourself, I can see that. Everything's not lost.
I don't want to do bad things anymore.
You can take control of yourself again. You can fix whatever it is you've done.
Do you really believe that?
Of course, Jacques. You'll have all the time you need. I'm sure we can work things out.
But you don't know him.
Let's stay united, Jacques. He's nothing without us.
Really?
Trust me.
What the fuck? I no point already. Lan Xiao. What? Appease him or before? Wait I researching your sharing option. Macam got price. Got price Yeah, you can give him some money. So how I appease him or before? I need to Google also what means.
Jacques, don't shoot. Give me the gun. Come on.
Sorry, Louis.
Ui! What the fuck? I in front confront also success also no use lan jiao. Yeah, by the way, guys, please help me share, okay? Share to your friend and then ask your friend to follow me and then you will get some gems, I guess. Yeah, kindly please share more. You appease also you will.
I don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Perrault has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us praise Louis' gesture anyway. You did what you could.
Yes, It was very noble of you, Louis.
It wasn't your fault.
There was nothing else you could have done.
I think everyone needs a little rest. Can you stay a moment?
Of course.
Louis, I wanted to talk to you a moment about what has happened. All this is tragic, but I wanted to thank you for doing what you could.
I wasn't able to save him.
You couldn't, Louis. You mustn't blame yourself. It is not your fault.
I know this has nothing to do with me, my lord, but don't you think you're partly to blame? It won't escape your attention that he incriminated you before he took his own life.
I heard what he said, yes. Monsieur Peru appeared to blame me for his condition. I certainly encouraged him to succeed, but I wasn't aware he couldn't handle the pressures of the situation. Of course, his duties in Paris were very difficult. The choices he had to make were burdensome. But that was the path he had chosen. Should I not have helped him to succeed, perhaps? You heard him yourself. His duties as judge got the better of him.
Did you push him into it?
I wouldn't say push, but
Wah,
I did
this not
encourage him.
macam
Yes.
lancar.
I thought it was my duty to help him as much as I could to become the court judge he dreamed of being. I thought he was capable of it. It appears I was mistaken, unfortunately. What a pity he didn't come and speak to me.
He did.
What do you mean?
He went to talk to you in your study the day before yesterday. Unfortunately, you weren't there.
I was not informed of this. What a waste.
What are your plans now?
What do you mean?
For the conference. After the disappearances of both Elizabeth Adams and my mother, and now the death of Mr. Perlu, I should imagine that your guests are all packing their bags.
This might come as a bit of a shock to you, perhaps because it was so difficult to bring all these figures together. But I am convinced that none of them is preparing to leave.
Well, this lot, I want to kill him already.
And you endorse that? For God's sake, that's totally immoral.
Morality and politics don't go well together, my boy. Like water
Yeah, Sam,
and oil,
welcome
they
back.
cannot
So what do
mix.
you think?
By definition, politics is not immoral as much as it
I
is
bring some
amoral.
friend.
It must
Oh,
not
so
take
you want
into
it,
account
but
any
you get
morality
the
that could
diamond already.
constitute
Got
a
what you
hindrance.
saw. I also want to share
Otherwise,
with
it
you.
could not be free to make tough decisions.
Do you realize what you just said?
It's a question of duty, Louis. Look, morality evolves over
500
time
and 1,000.
and differs depending on the habits and customs of each country. It must not be a criterion. What we are doing here
The mana is to
will
get
change
price
the
of
very face of the world. I'm not saying it's easy, but it is our duty. The future is in motion, and nothing must stop it.
If you say so, allow me to take my leave, please.
Of course, you ought to get some rest.
this
Oh,
lot.
Louis,
I want
one
to
more
kill
thing,
this
please. What a pity you didn't support me during the conference. I hope I can count on you on the day of the vote. This major project needs men like you, Louis.
I can earn mana by watching stream or share. Oh, okay. Noted. Watch mana by watching stream. Oh.
And you never know, right? Maybe by then, I'll see things differently.
Well, thank you for allowing me to believe in that possibility, Louis. From here on, I shall make it my mission to persuade you to change your vote.
Be my guest. But I hope your arguments are very, very persuasive, because I'm not the only one who isn't on your side.
Oh, rest assured, I am working on it.
Very well, then. I'll see you later, my lord.
But Roboto keep watching, but Roboto don't know have it. I saw got one come but left already, Chibai. Why? Why you so angry? Sorry, Lord, I'm not pretty. Man. I want God mana and shit. I want God mana and shit. All I know is the mana very useful. Yummy! Deal like that.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
There, Sam, I teach you. Sam, I teach you. Sam, I teach you.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me.
Oh.
What now?
I also don't know who is the guest eh. He had here very long already eh. Because I put the chat is he cannot comment.
Coming,
one.
Mr. President, I'm coming.
Louis. Oh, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister. I must act quickly.
You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
No，我是想要教你，你不是有很多那个 Hotmail 的咩？啊，你的那个 Hotmail 对不对？你用来做 Facebook，然后你不是有很多 email， 你的那些 email 拿来做小号的 Facebook， 然后你的这个 link 你就 share 出来 share 在你的 Facebook， 你 share 在你的 Facebook 了 then 你就开那些小号的 Facebook， 你按那个 link 进去，按进来这边 then 再做用你的 email 做那些小号出来，这样不就是可以了咯 easy peasy。你至少会有2个吗？ I want you to faster up Thailand so I can chase back at you and shit. If I can add bot then nice already. 你快点上去Tier 2先，如果不是那些mana都是飞的。啊，要Tier 2啊？Tier 2要50个 follower 哦。因为其他我肯定可以把50个 follower 吧。
I do believe that's Emily's voice. I can't understand what she's saying. Impossible. I can't do it. There's something blocking it on the other side. I've got to find another way in. Emily! Emily, are you there? Answer me. Emily!
可以啦，你什么叫Tier 2是读Tier 2？
I can't understand what she's saying.
哎呦，哇，unique！ How the fight go there or lunch?
I am sorry, sir, but you are unable to access Monsieur Peru's room while we gather his personal effects.
Wow, this one very hard eh? Hello, Theo. Hello, welcome to my stream. My voice, yeah.
I have to get inside
Yeah, hello,
Emily's
Jack.
room to
Hello,
look-
welcome to my
Shit.
stream. Did Sam force you?
No way. It's too sturdy.
Walao. What order? What's so hard one?
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Damn it. It's closed. Seems like the key is still in the lock on the other side. That means I won't be able to pick it. Or I could do as I did the last time in the tower room. I wonder if I can get the key by pushing something underneath and making it fall.
Okay, I got it there. I read what or?
I wonder if I can get
What
the
are you
key by
doing,
pushing
Sam?
something underneath and making it fall.
You currently have 3 guests lah somehow. Yeah, it doesn't know who is it. No, Sam. Should I put the comment
get
to
the key by
like
pushing something
everybody also can
underneath
comment
and making it
If
fall.
not, I also don't know who is who.
Slowly, Louis. Nice and slow.
Wait, how I pick the lock ball?
It's not a very complex lock. I'm sure I can force it if I can just find something to smash it with.
Find something to smash, huh?
I wonder if I can get the key by pushing something underneath and making it fall.
Yeah, by the way, Jack, thanks for the following. By the way, Theo, if I forgot that not open this website already, actually you can, you can open a notification, I guess, Theo. I clearly didn't force Jack to come. I threatened him. What the How can you threaten someone? Aiyo, I no point eh, how ah? I also kanchiong already.
A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
Aiya. Himiko Facebook ตาย了 Why you bully me? Use gun point at Jack. I no bully you lah. Himiko Facebook ตาย She revive at thrower.
I wonder if I can get the key by pushing something underneath and making
Cannot
it
leh.
fall.
人真善变. Wow, I feel so lucky now. Got 3 batch. What? Oh, what 善变 oh?
My dear Napoleon. Vercingetorix throws down his arms at the feet of Julius Caesar by Royer, 2 great army chiefs.
Later next year she go Twitch.
How would you do that to me?
It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who's the victim in all this. What are you on about now?
A
I
letter
should never
from
have
William
told you what
the
happened to
Younger,
me.
addressed to
That's
Emily.
what works, and you know
The
it full
present,
well.
a letter
I'm not that
from William
naive.
Pitt the
I know
Elder,
you
addressed to
inside out.
Emily.
Stop.
He was the English
We'll end
Prime
up
Minister.
losing everything if you keep
This
on.
letter
I
dates from
think the
15
two of
years
them
ago
I
now.
hear that.
Madam,
What on earth is... You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk after everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily.
Wow,
You are
who is
wasting your
Emily,
time.
oh?
Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You prissy little bitch. How dare you? Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are
Yeah,
joking,
no, now
I hope.
here sub to
I'm the
the
one who
channel
told
for
you
Smiley
everything that's
11
been going on
then
while you were
original
away.
if not
Go
right,
on
left
then.
11 in
That's
my
what you
evil
want,
that
isn't
without
it?
hesitation
You want to
already.
kill
Put
me.
left over.
Go on then. Shoot.
Believe. I
After
told you
all
your
the
mother
trouble
will
I've
die.
gone through to find
Who
you.
is imposter
Go on.
sus?
What are you waiting for?
Jack also asked me,
Here.
I don't know, I
Louis,
don't know.
Take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life.
I don't know
for
who is
this.
imposter.
Go on, shoot. Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way. I am not Emma. Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wow,
That's
how I
right,
know?
Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but... I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival...
Wait. Just cute. Please, emergency meeting. See who books Vega is Emily really. Yeah, Jack is right. Q both settle. Really, Emily got some birthmark on the S or B's breeze. Say already. See who. Yeah, man. Really like that, man. Morgan and Emily. Nice. Remember you got the 18 plus scenes last time? Hey, don't like that! Walao, I forget already this one.
Who Who was with us on the wharf?
Cardinal Piaggi. He was with us from when we started traveling by ship. We arrived on the same boat. I already told her, Louis. Another question, then. I'm the one who told you.
Right. Let's find something else.
What the fuck?
Yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor. On the night of our arrival, we were warming ourselves in front of the fire. Mortimer welcomed us in a certain way. What happened exactly?
Well played, Louis. Unfortunately, I'm not the one you should have asked that question to. Mortimer did not welcome us. It was Sir Gregory who welcomed us that night. Mortimer didn't show up until 2 days later. I know that as well.
Very well.
Just kill it.
Let's
No
try
need
something
see
else.
Emily face.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little
How to
stroll.
ask for a question or on the first. Oi! Straight away he said on the first night we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Before going to bed, I went for a stroll. Did we speak to each other during that stroll?
You must be mistaken. After going up to bed, I went straight to sleep. But she knows all that, Louis. I already told her. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far.
I feel like the Emily in front you book smaller.
I don't
the one
think
next
I'll
to
even
book
wait
bigger.
until he's
Hey, don't like
finished.
that when you
Take
see
it
the
easy
boobs.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
How to 顶他们
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet. On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Before going to bed, we found ourselves in an odd situation.
You surprised me searching through Mortimer's secret gallery. Behind the chimney, you were looking for clues about your mother. That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis.
Ask
Speak
them what
about our
Louis got on
intimacy.
his part of the
Very
night.
well, let's talk about us.
What the fuck, man? Mini, my name is should die.
Describe last night, please.
Louis, it's embarrassing. You know full well what I did last night.
I want to hear you say it.
We spent it together, of course. What? I came to your room after the conference, and excuse me if I don't go into the details, but I was mightily impressed. What did you do? Look how you are reacting, Emma. It's not surprising I didn't tell you about my night with Louis. You slut!
Oh, in front
That's
that
enough,
one
both
is
of you.
Emma.
Now I know who the real Emily is.
Oh, Emily is opposite you lah. So hi. Sorry. Emily is behind. Emily behind me. Emma is in front. Emily is 上床了，在我后面。Emily is behind you.
You are Emily Hillsborough.
I knew you wouldn't get it wrong, Louis. No! You little bitch! Watch out, Louis! No!
hell? What have I done?
See what you've done. See.
No, because just now I got asked a question behind me one, because I can ask in front me one or ask behind me one. I asked behind me the one I asked her what did we do yesterday? We got 上床. Yeah, 上床. Yeah, we got 上床. But the in front one, the Emma, she doesn't know we got 上床 ma yesterday. Yeah, so Emily didn't tell Emma this thing. Yeah, so she doesn't know actually yesterday night we got 上床. So I straight away know who is the real Emily already. Because real Emily yesterday got 上床. Yeah, Emma doesn't.
Louis? What on earth is going on? Go. You must leave. Everyone's going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Go! Go, Mother! No one must find you here.
Go.
Come, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Madam, I'm coming in.
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her, please. Go, I'll cover you.
Wow, she covered me. By the way, thanks a lot, Jack. But shh, I say too loud already. 上床的在我后面。Eh, Theo, I must shoot there. I no choice there. Walao. You thought I want shoot? I don't. I want shoot one man. 你阿妈 no goodbye kiss. Why must have goodbye kiss? She already helped me cover already. I killed someone just now.
Good God.
Jack can finally go
Oh,
rest now. He waited you
They
to
must have
shoot
heard the
someone till you're so tired
Where
already.
is Lord Mortimer?
Sorry. Sorry, Jack. I'm so sorry. Say cover but no too lovely to me.
Did you hear that?
She clearly
I was not
losing what
dreaming, was I?
Certainly not.
Negative
You got
review.
that.
What the fuck?
What's going on?
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering. Gentlemen, go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about. Thank you.
Trust me, Emily online Louis already. What? What means on? What means online Louis already? Online, speak your Cantonese. Excuse me. My Cantonese not so good also Online. On cáo. The room just front you only. No, the room is not that room. I need to go garden. Yeah, I need to go garden. Okay, continue. No hope liao. Why no hope? What happened? On cáo is what? Later I cannot tell. Are you sure the room is not in front of you just now? Yes, I'm sure. On cow means stupid or dumb. On cow. Just now shout 上床 so loud then online become online.
Louis! At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son.
Wow.
You
Her
are
hand
not
already
ready
is-
yet.
You're the one who should trust
I
me.
now sincerely believe
Tell
that
me
blur
what's
cannot
happening.
be cured.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only... Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and rational. I know you are going to find this hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true. Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
What the fuck?
Right. So let me guess.
Huh? Who? Oh? Phán quạt仔. Jack, that is the definition of 反骨仔. You know the story is good. With the story start with many years ago. And keep in mind, whatever story start with it is bullshit story. Once upon a time.
Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Home had sent Volner to get it for him.
Home and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those 2.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
Huh? You have everything laid out in front of you, didn't you notice anything? Don't listen to a mad cow.
Mother, I shan't follow you down that path. I wouldn't be doing you any favors.
Rational and open, Louis. Tell me then, how can anyone own properties all over the world for centuries, always having signed documents with the same signature?
Well, I can find 10 other explanations less eccentric than demonic possession, Mother.
How come the Mortimers have had only one male heir for each generation since the Third Crusade?
Forgery, family rights, where they get rid of the daughter. There are dozens of less extravagant possibilities.
How could one man motivate so many future leading figures of the day on his silly island without anyone finding out about it? Even the Golden Order isn't capable of that.
Well, he's simply better than us, and he's welcome to it.
You refuse to open your eyes, Louis.
You've lost your objectivity, Mother.
I saw him.
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became
Why
unlocked,
her mother look like she
composed
just
of
got wet
7
and
parts.
tortured one?
Each
Someone
one
taught her
was a
to do
book in
exam.
itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing.
Why
When
you say
all the
like that,
volumes
Sam?
were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him, or rather, he found me. He was young, charismatic, he was flamboyant.
Young, charismatic, flamboyant. What is flamboyant? Where I go what choose? I go what to choose? Mortimer, Holmes, and Ron. Passionate. He was young, charismatic. He was. If passionate, I think not home 了啩 Either Mortimer, either one already 喎。Never mind.
You mean Mortimer?
He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us.
Oh, wait,
he
hold on.
proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to be with me. No, he proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up. Shit, she came. No, she must have refused. Hold on, what? Sam, I hold on, what? Wait, Sam, what? You want me hold on, what? Nothing go on.
And you refused, of course.
Why, naturally, Louis. You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later, in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had
The
crossed
gas
paths with
bombing.
him once. 1741, in
Ah,
Poland.
the gas still here.
1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Alazif in Paris, I followed von Borchart's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute. One last thing. I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
Are you...
All right, but you're not getting away with it so lightly. Once we get back to Paris, be sure I won't be letting it go.
Yeah, hello,
We'll see in
hello, welcome
Paris
to my stream. By the way, I think he cannot comment, right? Because he need to he need to sub to my channel first. But I think I should change to follower.
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers.
Yeah, by the way, hello. Yeah, hello, Loon. Hello, welcome to my stream. This is who I'm. Loon is who. Very familiar. I cannot remember who is who I'm. Loon. Very familiar. Who are? By the way, why change to Trovo? Facebook not good. Facebook not good to me is because very hard to how to say. Because Facebook too many streamer already, so and Facebook keep ban me from sharing group, so I already picked it already. And here and at here Trovo, if I meet certain requirement like the watch hour, yeah, maybe I can get a bit money, yeah, but in Facebook I totally like count that really like depends on those fans that got give me stars. If they didn't give me star, then that month I really it sent already.
And Vice President of the United States, you know.
Oh, Ellen, okay, sorry. Ellen, sorry, I'm so sorry. Because I remember this name is very, very familiar. I'm so sorry, Ellen.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Yeah, by the way, Sam, when everyone came here with different name and she blurred, can't recognize. Cannot, man. That day also cannot, man. Really cannot remember, man.
Do you know who killed her?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that, I shall show you.
Samuel Ritter du Choix, you wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel. But frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
I think you can claim 500 mana 了啦 boy. Me 500 mana, why? How I clean?
Good. I think that's about right.
I
We shall speak
didn't
about
I
it once we
didn't
get
share
back to
here.
France.
Great actions for humanity have been
So how I
decided by
came off?
demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He demands that the Spanish hand over Louisiana to France.
Oh, knowing him, it won't stop there. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
Are you going to tell me why we're here?
There. That's why we are here.
What means so? Fail. Oh.
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 5 objects before we try anything.
Are the 5 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
Why a cross?
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea, but it just so happens that's what you are going to use to activate the mechanism. I found the one Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
Perfect. Where is it?
Unfortunately, I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Are you like that? Very pain already, though.
Remember, Mother. I'm certain you can remember.
Let me think.
You were running.
I was bleeding to death.
You remember the pain.
I thought I was going to faint. Yes, I remember. I don't think it can be far, can it?
Would you have lost it outside?
No, I don't think so. It must be in the area. I don't remember going up with it.
Perfect. I'll search the crypt before leaving.
I need us. I need
some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism, you know. When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted, so I didn't have to worry about those. On the other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
The nail.
In a golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Okay.
Perfect. It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Very well.
Okay,
you remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to
Oh.
enter. And
6466
to exit.
11916466. Later I forget. 1191.
Exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room behind the chimney.
Why do they call it an exegesis?
Because that's what it is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
We haven't got a choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism.
You got tell me before the 1191. You got tell me before the 1191, but you didn't tell me the 6466 because that time I directly locked down myself. I directly simply choose and then I locked down myself.
This is the book in which you left your correspondence with Duchess Hillsborough, isn't it?
That's right.
You still believe it's in the tower room, don't you?
I don't know. There is only one way to
Tower
find out,
room.
though.
Right. I shall go and see.
Tower room.
There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous. If you don't want to have to go back and forth several times, then I suggest you get a smaller one.
What did you do then?
I didn't think I'd need one. I started without one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
What is Army 30
There's
Spear
one in
is
the
what?
portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous.
Portrait
If you don't want to have to go
gallery,
back
ah.
and forth several times, then I suggest you get a smaller one.
I
What
didn't
did you
see
do
that
then?
way.
I didn't think I'd need one. I started without one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
6.
What do you mean by the concordance of dates exactly?
Don't worry about that. We already have them. They are written on the back of the message I just gave you.
Hey, what is this?
Exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room behind the chimney.
Why do they call it an exegesis?
Because that's what it is,
I don't
and
get
not an
it.
apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking.
I
It's
tell you
the
I must
study of a
forget
text
when
with a summary,
the
not
place-
an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
We haven't got a choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed
I tell
mechanism.
you I confirm forget.
An exegesis.
I said why I press
Anything
again?
else?
At the era, why I press again?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room behind the chimney.
Why do they call it an
get it already,
exegesis?
I
Because
pressed
that's what it
wrong.
is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well.
Okay,
You didn't
so
get
one,
tricked by the
one
light
at
bouncing
here
back.
first.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
So
We haven't got a
is at
choice,
here.
Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism. One last thing before you go.
Look at
Be
his
very
ass.
careful.
I cannot
If
see
you
it.
come across anyone, they can all potentially be spies of Mortimer or Holm. Don't ever confide in anyone because a demon can slip inside them at any moment.
Wait, not all of them though. Take Washington.
Especially Washington. He's been conditioned by Mortimer for years. Look at them, for crying out loud. How do you explain their behavior otherwise? The most influential politicians in the Western world gather together without the least protection, without a single aid to
Yeah,
assist them,
I think his
to
mother
participate
got
in a
problem,
conference
you
during
see
which
his
the
mother hand
guests
here
start
also got
dropping
the-
like flies.
Also got the
Me,
like
Adams,
the
Peru,
tattoo.
Hillsborough. Look at the number of calamities that have happened over the past few days. And not one of them has asked to leave the island? Do you find that normal? You'll see. Go up to the manor to look for the keys, and I wager not one of them will speak to you about my being in Emily's room.
Do you think so?
Go on, you'll see. And come back with all the objects in one go. Time is against us. And remember, the code to get out of the secret office is 6466.
He can remind me. 6466. 6466. Ayo, so many things need to get that. Habis
Famous
lalu.
cross of Claymont III. Perfect. And one key found.
Eh, actually, I will find one key already. Aisha. demonic tattoo. Excuse me. All I see is a arm gone. Gone like that. Okay, now I need to go where? Hidden in his next room. Okay, used by Emma in the tower room. The Armenian spear is at where? I do. I forget already.
There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous.
Portrait
If you don't want to
gallery.
have to go back and forth several times, then I suggest you get a smaller one.
Portrait
What did you do
gallery.
then?
I didn't think I'd need one. I started
Portrait
without
gallery.
one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
Okay, portrait gallery. Portrait gallery. I think I'll forget that. Portrait gallery. Portrait gallery. Ah, here is where? Ah, here is portrait gallery already. Okay.
Right. It's definitely an armillary sphere, but I have to find one that I can take with me. Otherwise, I risk drawing too much attention to my comings and goings. Now, where can I find a smaller one?
Smaller one, like this one.
Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Ui, but here got meh? Needs the exorcist we got dry out her blood spirit and cleanse her. What?
Let's see if the statues are in place yet.
Aiyo, this one I already forget leh, 懒觉. Excuse me.
Shield toward the sword. Well, that's good. The statue is already in the right place. The lantern is already in the right position, turned toward the shield. The sword toward the Gorgon. That's good. It's in the right place. That statue is not positioned correctly.
Ui? Eh?
Open sesame.
Yeah, hello, hello, Tio, Tio, why you 走 why you 走 What? And then what I go very rude man. Later you scare away I went sorry lor. Walao, I say hi then you say 懒觉 to me. No No, I say 懒觉 is the game Hey, sorry.
So that's Pandora's box? An urn?
Don't like that,
Never seen
I'm
the
so
ring
sorry,
of
I'm
any
so
balloons.
sorry.
Even if Mortimer is several centuries
What's
old,
all
I
right,
don't
what's
see
all
what
right?
part he has in this legend. Now, given all the relics preserved here, it wouldn't surprise me if Mortimer claimed it was Excalibur. Caesar's laurel wreath. If Mortimer really is what my mother says he is, it could mean... No, that's impossible. No, not Caesar.
I already forget this place actually. I told you
So
you need
that's
to
the
be
exegesis
exorcist
of
to
Judas.
blur, but also
I hope
forget.
Mortimer doesn't read it very often. Otherwise, he's going to notice
Why
that
are
someone
you
stole
like
it.
that? I'm so
But
sorry.
that's just too bad. I need it.
Okay, so I think this ready. So I need the. Okay, I know the nail at where. Okay.
Right. I've got what I need. Now let's not waste any more time.
Medusa face you, then kiss, then now take Bieber, smack yourself. What the? In no way, I need to find one is like this one Need to find a smaller one Where got smaller one?
The
Whoa.
Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples.
I cannot up. Oh,
The Fall of Phaeton, another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton,
Wash
struck
lake
by
water.
lightning for borrowing his
Drink
father's
whole-
chariot and losing
Drink
the
whole
troll.
bottle of holy
Moral,
water.
don't steal Dad's chariot.
No. Pour holy water on your hand like Ethan. Whoa. No still got which one can 代替 this one? This one too big already I couldn't find a small one
Right. It's definitely an armillary sphere, but I have to find one that I can take with me. Otherwise, I risk drawing too much attention to my comings and goings. Now, where can I find a smaller one?
Yeah, Lord, where can I find a smaller one Where can I find a smaller one This one is fucking big I have no memory that I see where got this before. Shit. Cells. I want find those water and try pour on your head. See all those nerves sister and the Wi-Fi can reveal back to your brain or no? Aiyo, I really cannot remember Aish. Cannot find one that is can. Ay.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
Where got the small one? Oh? Yeah. Okay, I need to go to the tower room. Okay, one at here.
Ah, Louis.
Wow,
Glad you're
scare
here.
die me oh, niya matibay.
He's gonna.
Cao li mama tibay. 搞死我。
Talk about my mother.
Come and see what I've found. There are pieces of paper in the ashes of the chimney. Someone's been burning something here.
I scared lah.
Incredible. He doesn't seem to want to speak to me about what
I
happened
didn't
between my
realize
mother
got
and
somebody
my
here
little
so
sister.
dark.
Show me a little.
Look, it's possible to distinguish two different writing styles.
The rest of the correspondence between my mother and Emma.
Someone tried to burn an exchange of messages. I'm certain. There must be more.
Looks actually.
What on earth is he doing?
Sorry. Because I didn't realize he at here leh.
Ah, I see. I know what it's about.
Do you know who was doing their communicating in this room?
Yes, but of course we must keep it to ourselves because
I didn't
it
realize
is
this
still
one
a
and here
sensitive matter.
suddenly
Volner and Elizabeth
cannot hit
had
him
an affair. Volner hinted that he found a way to remain discreet about it. I admit it is ingenious.
Well,
I just
I would never have
If you're
guessed.
scared, right?
Delighted
you
to have helped,
You
but
take
I
whatever
still have to
weapon
find
close
my
to you,
mother.
then smack the
Of
thing you
course.
saw, and who is
We shall
not
see each
important,
other
smack
later
down
in that
missing.
case.
Wasted enough time. The Bible.
What the fuck? This is not the president.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured.
Why you
What
still
comes
at
up here from the
here,
mortal
like-
world must ripen in our rays. The Bible's still there.
Why it's still night already? It's still at here. Ah, I see.
Hey, look, there.
No, I don't see anything.
Come, Louis, look. Someone's clearly drawn a 4 in the dust. I have a clue.
He's going to be disappointed when he sees the Bible's disappeared.
Okay. Think won't have someone scare me again, huh? What? You want me to reply messages now? Talk 一下 I didn't hear fully. I don't know I don't know what I say already すみませんです。very 可惜耶 the bird already died here. 哎呀 You want the password already 1191.
Right. This time, it'll be a lot quicker. If I remember rightly, the code was 1191.
Oh, you also go say it ah. You scare me forget is it? Nice. Six four six six. 6466.
Of course.
I remember.
There. Those are the nails I was looking for.
Okay, now the problem is where the fuck I can find a small spear? I just left the arbitrary spear only. But I don't know where got a small one. How? Macam mana?
It's locked.
I still can stay, ah. Still can stay for me. You don't fuck up, got loud inside carry.
All right, come on. Let's get out of here.
Never mind, you tell me already.
6466, if I remember
6466.
correctly.
Chill, anything is under control. Ui? Why straight away? Okay? Good? Good? Okay, the problem is where the fuck I go find the spear? Small one. And where got that? My brain cannot function. Where got that? Bullshit, me and Teal still remember you murder a bird by feeding him chocolate. Not like that. Now I'm still thinking where I can find the. I don't know at where leh. What you need to do now? I need to get the spear, but because I got a very big one ma. But I want a small one. Google. Yeah, only this one I have no. Oh, only this one I have no idea where.
Perfect. That will save me some time. I only hope that he isn't going to realize it right away.
Okay, kanchong ah. One. Kanchong. Wow, I got 500. Yummy, so fast. Actually, they click the link, then they got already, is it?
So, good. You've managed to gather all the keys.
Yes, that's right. I have everything. What should I start with?
Place the Clement III cross on the console. Then you have to put the nails on the disc of the door.
What hole should I put the nails in?
Well, I can't really advise you there,
Wow.
because I haven't exactly made the best choices myself. All I can say is that you have to insert 1 to choose a town, 1 to choose a chapter, and 1 to choose a verse.
Huh?
What hole should I put the nails in?
Well, I can't really advise you there, because I haven't exactly made the best choices myself. All I can say is that you have to insert 1 to choose a town, 1 to choose a chapter, and 1 to choose a verse.
I can't fucking understand.
What theme did you start with?
As the fresco shows the birth of Christ, I placed 1 nail in Bethlehem, 1 in chapter 2, and 1 in verse 6. The iris opened a little. I thought it was normal. Behind the aperture of the iris, there is a duct in which I put my hand.
I
felt something like a valve at the bottom. I thought by turning it the door would open, or the iris would open completely, or something else would happen. Instead, I felt something like an axe cut off my hand. I really thought it was the end of me.
What did you do then?
Well, although I had made some unfortunate choices, I was lucky in that Mortimer was well stocked with drugs. I raided his supplies of medicine.
All right, my turn now.
Go ahead, impress me. I'll shut up and let you concentrate.
Well, really hard eh.
This exegesis contains comments from Judas on the different Gospels. It only contains certain chapters and verses, and the chapters are indicated by Roman numerals. The lexicon refers to different chapters and verses from the exegesis of Judas.
Huh? 我要疯了。
The cycle of the moons has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now. The fresco clearly shows the birth of Christ.
Louis, I can assure you that that is not the solution to this enigma. This fresco's only purpose is to mislead. I know that now. Please, focus on another theme about Christ.
We'll have to trust her.
Gambler what or Oh, hello Mario, hello, welcome to my stream. Yeah, thanks for the following by the way. Gamble that exit with my mana, I see the problem now. I watched over 5 minutes but no mana. Why? What happened? I can make it.
It looks like there are 3 types of inscriptions.
Wow, this game is hard. Oh. No, I got reply to Mario. No hear that. Mario, I got call you. Can you hear me? Just now I got call. Yeah, guys, can you hear my voice or my audio got problem? Hello. I didn't ignore Mario. I got say thanks for following also. What audio? I got say thanks for the following also.
Works.
What the
Well
signal?
done, Louis. I hadn't seen those other wheels. Try connecting the theme to see if it goes all the way.
I didn't what there. Shit, I really don't know. Do you need? This game is so hard. You need salt to make your life more flavory. If still no flavor, add chili to spice. What a worst case scenario, use SMG. What the fuck? For the view of icons. Yeah, this one very hard eh. Put in your hand.
There must surely be a connection between the wheels.
Can I show you put in your hand?
Look at this. There are notches between each of the wheels. So, I have to link the name of the town from the theme I've chosen to an icon, then to a date, and finally, the date to the moon.
I just watched make strawberry cake video. Strawberry like free one. Yeah. In those video confirm is like that one. What SMG is MSG? Oh, sorry.
There are different icons on this wheel, but it looks like some of them can't be connected to the other wheels. Now, given the difference between the number of icons and the number of towns, I think that only one path connects all the wheels with one another. Let's try to connect the theme I've chosen with the rest. Mother, what do you think?
As I told you, I didn't get that far.
Very nice.
Nevertheless, these icons do represent moments in the life of Christ.
Why she suddenly go short? She has still already like still young. He make her old. I always old. No, I want to turn the thing. I don't know how to turn.
This wheel represents the different moons. This wheel contains several symbols made up of
I want to
one
turn the
or two
thing. How to
figures
turn it?
and
Tapi,
one letter. The highest figure does not exceed 31, and each letter
Tapi
corresponds to a
macam mana-
month of the
macam
year.
mana-
A for April, and M for March. I think these symbols must represent a specific date.
I don't know how to turn, or I cannot turn. Oh,
During new moon, the moon is entirely in the shadow. Then,
gamer no
the
need
shadow
sleep
moves
direct
from
respawn
west
one.
to
Blur.
east,
Blur level
meaning
max cannot
left
be
to
killed.
right,
Need holy water.
and goes through the following states: waxing crescents,
Should be gamer
first
don't
quarter,
need sleep.
waxing
Gamer
gibbous,
should charge original.
full
Blur
moon,
level max later.
waning
Blur
gibbous,
level
last
pro.
quarter, waning crescent, and the cycle
No,
starts
the
over.
thing now
with
is
the
I
full
want to
shadow
turn
new
the
moon.
thing. How I fucking turn the thing? Oh, oh, 懒觉。I just want to find the turn one 呐，是所喺。 What? Shh, shh, shh. Use hand. The
I
thing
can feel the
represents
lever at the
little
bottom.
go school shopping
Good
at
luck.
Lazada the week. Pull the lever or take out your arm. Pull the lever or take out your arm. Pull the lever or take out your arm.
I never doubted you, my son.
If take out my arm or how?
I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions.
This one died already,
Then, without even realizing it, I became lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Louis, you really must learn to conceal your weaknesses better. If you don't want your foes to use them against you.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Huh? Yeah, I was so blur. I totally blur. Totally absolute blur. Who can tell me what's happening? Oh, so this one is inside.
But where are we?
I don't know, but we better not hang around. Be careful, Mother. As if me saying that will make any difference. Knowing Mortimer, I wouldn't be surprised if he rigged his crypt with traps.
So you think the door is not enough?
Do you want to wager your other hand?
You've got a point there. We have to find that weapon. What do you know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
The what?
The Lance of Longinus the Centurion.
Yes, the centurion that pierced the side of Christ with his lance. That weapon naturally became a holy relic.
Exactly.
Seriously? You don't really believe that fable, do you?
Every fable is founded on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very well. Now what?
Well, now you know what you need to find.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to prepare our departure. Let's get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang on.
Louis, let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You take care of getting the lance. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
Hang on. At least tell me everything you know about this lance.
But I have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can always go snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
Hang on a second.
What's the matter?
Why did you shoot Emily's sister?
Do you really think now is the right time for this?
Insist,
I
goddammit.
want to know, Mother. Why did you betray her?
Listen, Louis. I don't think you've really understood my interest in the Al-Azif. It's not just simple curiosity about some old relic.
You tried to kill her.
And I had no choice, for crying out loud. It must not fall into the hands of the demons, or we are all doomed, don't you see? Listen, I don't know exactly what it contains, but I prefer to be one step ahead. If they want it, there must be a reason. And even if I don't know what it is, I want to stop them for safety's sake, no matter what.
Nothing will stop you if I understand correctly.
Enough,
Not even...
Louis. If you could see the extent of their power as I do, then you would understand what I'm saying.
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing. If they find you in possession of the lance, they won't let you get away with it. Choose only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it. Then run and meet me on the wharf.
And if I get caught?
If they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Good. And go talk to Piaggi. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
The Bible must mean the lance which finally took the life of Christ. The Gospel of St. John is the most detailed on the subject of the crucifixion. When they came to Jesus and saw that he was dead already, they broke not his legs, but one of the soldiers with a shimmering lance pierced his side, and forthwith there came out blood and water. And he that saw it bore witness, and his record is true, and he knoweth that he saith true, that ye might believe. A shimmering lance? What is this telling me?
This one I don't know ah.
The medieval Hermetic traditions evoked the idea of using noble materials for relics, which the monasteries often made themselves in order to attract pilgrims. Of course, they had to inspire greatness. So here, we might think of gold, whereas a centurion could not have hoped for anything better than copper at the time. The true lance would not have been a luxurious weapon. I've retrieved everything. Your Eminence, would you have a moment to spare?
Not now, Louis. Please, leave me alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to be alone.
Very well. I'm only searching for information about the lance of Longinus, the soldier. If you could...
Not listening to me. You are playing with fire.
I heard you speak to Mr. von Wollner about it, and I was wondering if you could tell me something about it.
That was a private conversation. How could I have known that he was listening to us?
I see what you mean.
Louis, don't push it. Leave while you still can.
Your Eminence, are you all right? Your Eminence, are you with me? Can you turn around, please?
What do you want to know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
Your Eminence, turn around.
This is the weapon used by a Roman centurion
Eh? Why is
on
he
the very
showing?
day
Why he
Christ
talk?
was nailed to the cross.
Look at me.
Longinus thrust his lance in the right side of Jesus.
Please.
As you wish.
His nose is bleeding.
So you are looking for the Holy Lance of Longinus.
What the fuck?
No, I was wondering about it myself.
Oh, Louis. It's even worse than I thought. I believe you when you say you've only come to find out more. But in that case, it means that Sarah didn't even tell you the point of it all. Because, believe me, you are looking for it. You are looking for the lance. You should know, you are not the only one. Lord Mortimer has spent a good part of his life and his fortune trying to find it. Never will he let you have it. But tell me, before going any further, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
No, Your Eminence. I thought you'd be the only one able to help me with it.
Your words lack conviction, Louis. If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good. You have no reason to lie to me. Imagine you find it, which I don't doubt, given how resolute you are when you've got something on your mind. Then what? What are you going to use the lance for, exactly?
If I told you why I needed this lance, you would never believe it.
Trust me, you can tell me anything.
It's our only chance to vanquish the demons.
Oh, my dear God, Louis. You sound just like Sarah. Do you realize you are following the same path, step by step? Sarah also started by imagining things. She too spoke of demons, I am told. She could no longer speak to anyone, and saw a hidden monster in every guest, lurking in the shadows, ready to devour her. You must let us help you. Louis, I thank you for your sincerity. I shall answer you about Longinus. You deserve to be told. His spear-headed lance did indeed pierce the side of the Messiah. His blood gushed out, covering the head of the lance. It was covered in the blood of Christ.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Eminence.
You are welcome. Be careful, Louis. You are on a perilous path. Don't follow Sarah's demons, my boy. Don't delve too deeply into her delusions, or you won't be able to come back. The demons that she is frantically trying to drive away are in her own mind. Take good care of yourself. God keep you.
Wow.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
I'm back on the trail of my mother again. I don't have time to explain, but would you know anything about the Holy Lance?
That's good news. But be careful, Louis. You might end up getting noticed.
Do you know anything or not?
No, I regret I don't. But why not ask von Wallner? Theology is his field, after all.
That's an idea. In that case, I'll try and find him.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
You're right. Thanks for everything, Mr. President.
See you later.
Well, I regret playing this game? No lah, still no regret lah. Actually, the game is very interesting. Like 反转又反转。I 反转 until I also don't know what 反转。Actually, this game is quite good. It requires to use brain, but I'm not not a streamer that use brain one. Let you play till what means what means let you play till weird?
It seems like he isn't here.
Seems like he isn't here.
What a mess. Looks like Volnor was interrupted. It looks a lot like straw, and he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet.
A chest locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart.
What you want? What? No, nothing. Just ignore me.
So, let's see what Volner has in his bookcase. I don't know where to begin. I've never heard of most of these works.
Richet?
Damn, that's all I need. Maybe he knows something about the lands.
What are you doing in my room?
Ui.
Well, sir, I see you have some captivating books, and you seem to be rather interested in the famous Longinus.
No, it's... what's it to do with you?
I overheard you speaking with Piaggi. What are you two up to exactly?
No, fine. Yes. We are looking for the Holy Lance. That imbecile has given Mortimer all the ones kept in the private collection of the Holy See. But it's not what you think. Hang on a minute. You're the one looking for the lance.
No,
Don't take me for a fool. You are looking for the Holy Lances.
I'm not looking for the lances of Longinus von Volner. I'm looking for the lance of Longinus. The one that pierced Christ's side.
You are playing with fire.
Don't take it the wrong way. I'll leave you all the copies. Don't worry about that.
Good answer. What are you playing at, Richet? Mortimer's the one who has that cursed lance.
How long have you been looking for it?
Ah, I see. You want it, and so you plan to steal it from Mortimer.
For a long time. Isn't that right?
Why, you little swine! You're planning to give it to Sir Gregory. You're looking to double-cross me and Piaggi too.
What on earth is he talking about?
You.
All right, calm down. I don't give a damn about getting you and Sir Gregory's bad books. Look at yourself, goddammit, you're ridiculous.
Shut it! Don't think you're going to fool me so easily. If you're not looking for the lance for Sir Gregory, then why do you want it?
Huh? I really cannot eh?
That's right. You can read me like an open book. I'll find the lance before you and make you look like a fool in front of home.
Hang on. You're trying to pull one over on me. If that was your plan, you wouldn't reveal it so easily. It must be for something else. Drop it. I can see very well you're trying to take me for a ride. You have no idea of what you're getting yourself into, de Richet. Don't think you're going to get off lightly. Never will I help you find the Golden Lance of Longinus. Never! Don't make me your competition, de Richet. You are no match.
I know enough point eh.
Get out of here!
But shit lah. Confrontation. Keep repeat scold him cannot keep feel the
Saint Longinus. Let's take a closer look at his lance. It is shaped like a leaf, like the real lance, maybe. How can I be sure? I think this statue does represent Longinus, armed with a lance that wounded Jesus, the Holy Lance. How can I find out if this is an exact representation? There's no way of being certain of it. No, this is too easy. Mortimer's trying to throw me off the track again. It seems too visible to be true. Impossible not to see the statue on first glance, given its size. And Mortimer has no interest in making the shape of the true lance so easy to see.
No point. Dapat.
Adoration of the Shepherds with Saints Longinus and John. Giulio Romano, 1534. Longinus is holding the Holy Lance in his left hand, and I'll bet he's holding the sponge soaked in holy blood in the other hand. Yes! Here we can see that the Holy Lance is represented in the shape of a spear. I better make sure I check this twice. It's a work that dates from the Renaissance. There's nothing to say that it's not based on erroneous elements. But I believe what I read in the letter from Milan addressed to Mortimer. There's every reason to believe that this painting has been modified according to his guidelines to represent the true shape of the Holy Lance, a spear shape. This work is an order from Lord Mortimer. All the details have been conceived with a specific goal in mind. Upon closer examination, you can see that even the style clashes with that of most of the other works in the manor. No, if Mortimer has taken special care as the conception and the exhibition of this painting in his study, in the same way as for the Nightmare painting, it must be of some significance. And that is indeed the true shape of the Holy Lance, a spear shape. There's only one way of being sure. I'll have to find other clues that will confirm this information.
Okay. Okay.
Massacre of the Innocents, but by Van Harlem. I think that Mortimer likes to play mind games with his guests. A pattern with 4 circles. Records of the police. Notes intended for the police lieutenant of Paris. It's a list of people under surveillance in Paris. And there's some well-known names on it. This is valuable information. This shouldn't be lying around.
Dear friend, please come and join us.
Golden elixir.
Lonely, lonely, I am so lonely. What about you? I am nobody. You're my own. But I know enough point. come here.
This sarcophagus is engraved with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter. This sarcophagus is beautifully made, but ancient. Stone is marked by the passage of time, but it's really well preserved.
Oh. Tết quan xài đến here got so many
Flavius
quan xài.
Aetius. It was cut a long time ago. You could tell by the rough hacks of the tool and the patina of the stone. This sarcophagus is very ancient. I'd say it's several centuries old.
Here got two way.
There's no room for error. Am I sure this is the one to take?
Wow. Wait.
This sarcophagus has been ravaged by time. It's sort of ageless, I guess. It's entirely sculpted.
can see that this lance has a particular spear shape, and it is coated in gold. You can distinguish the symbol of the fish engraved on the tip, barely noticeable. I must be sure of my choice. I don't want to get this wrong. Now, am I really sure this is the one to take?
I don't simply take that. Here got 2 spear or
I can see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip. I must be sure of my choice. I cannot get it wrong. Am I absolutely sure this is the one to take?
where is my mother?
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer.
This is all 棺材 What the fuck? 一样哦 this got 十字架 At the wharf at where?
I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Wolf is a whale. Wolf is a whale.
De Richet, sticking your nose everywhere again.
Wow, what's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick. Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't think on getting rid of me so easily, De Richet. Where have you been?
I'm still looking for my mother, if you can believe it. I've been in the manor basement to check if she might have gone lost.
And did you find her?
No, not a trace.
I'm warning you, De Richet. I've got my eye on you. I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Very well. Fair is fair. You've exposed me. Here, this is what I took from him. Look, I'm sorry. I acted on a bizarre impulse.
I don't know either, and frankly, you have disappointed me. That said, it is not as bad as I thought it would be. Right. We'll leave it there. I'm glad that things have been cleared up.
So, are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
That's right. Go play somewhere else. See you later, monsieur. Come on. I have to hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.
Eish. Wolf at where? Excuse me.
Ah, Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Nice.
Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat.
What's wrong, my lord? Tell me, what's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in the search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
The wrong road?
Louis, Sarah has made her own choices of her own free will, and I would like for you to have the same chance. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons.
And it's true.
She's right. Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you.
I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
I've got an idea, but it might seem stupid.
Trust me.
Am I one? I mean, am I a demon?
Would you like that?
I must admit that the idea is appealing.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You, as much as me, you are one of us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth. Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from? Your talent must already have manifested itself somehow. Have you ever had any visions?
No. Stop it. It's absurd.
Have you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you.
What do you mean?
Louis, I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, no, it's not possible.
You are my son.
Huh?
Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
What the fuck?
You can say that again.
For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but Not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
But it'd be a violation of their most intimate thoughts, wouldn't it?
To begin with, there's nothing obliging you to do it. You already had the ability without even knowing it. I just gave you the option of putting it into practice if you want. Moreover, it would be wrong to evoke morality here. Every species is different, Louis, and this is the way we are made. That's all there is to it. You are free to use this talent or not. And what's more, it will be up to you to decide what to do with the thoughts you read. That is where the values of right and wrong do come into play. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
You are not able to hear the superficial talk of it. Wow.
Let's see what Mortimer's thinking about.
He is thinking he might not have been clear enough with you. When I told you not to try to read into Gregory or our experienced demons, it also applied to me, of course.
You can hear me think?
Of course I can. I can sense you. For the moment, your mind shines like 1,000 lights because you haven't yet mastered the art of concealment from the psyches of others. So, I give you a weapon, and the first thing you do is try to shoot me with it? If my intentions were evil, you would already be at my mercy. So be very careful on whom you use the talent.
All right. On that note, I'd better be going. I'm expected.
One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763. At 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
But I cannot 但是我不可以 read 他啦，刚才我 read 他，他讲我知道你在 read 我，我知道你在读我的行程。
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
他直接讲，我知道你在读我买。Get a stick hook him. Wow. How to hook on? Actually, where is the wharf?
You manipulated us all. You're going to pay.
What is at stake here far outweighs our personal interests.
Our personal interests? You betrayed me.
Emily, no!
What an idiot. He still doesn't get it.
But wait, how has Sarah betrayed you?
I don't believe it. You still don't get it. I'm not Emily, stupid.
You went as far as killing your own sister?
You're the one who pointed her out. You only have yourself to blame. And even after going to bed with her, you were incapable of telling us apart.
Oh, dear God.
Surprise, Sarah. You can't just get rid of me like that, you old hag.
Do you realize what you did?
Huh? I killed that Emily meh? Sao?
Your dual identity has just been ripped to shreds. You're not going to be able to hide anymore.
Hide? You still don't get it. Don't be a fool. I am the only Duchess Hillsborough now. I am free.
Duchess, I am sorry about what happened.
You had a choice. You use people according to your desires without any scruples.
Excuse me, but we are in the same line of business.
Shut it!
And Emily knew it very well.
No, Emma, look at me.
She would never endanger herself for the sake of the Order. Her sense of duty gave way to her personal interest. In the end, Sir Gregory was the only one who was truly honest with me. He has opened my eyes more in 2 days than my sister did in a whole lifetime.
Sir Gregory? You've got to be joking, right? You're not really going to trust him, are you?
I trust Gregory. He's always honest with me.
Emma, you don't realize. You're just a pawn to Sir Gregory, like the rest of us.
He has never lied to me. He took me in, took care of me. Something that no one else has ever done for me.
Why did he do it? You didn't have any particular item which he desperately wanted you to give him, for example?
No,
Emma, you are the only one who knows where the Al-Azif is hidden. He's using you.
It's all Mortimer's fault.
Mortimer is responsible for his share of all of this, but he's not playing alone. Holm is serving his own interests too. There's been enough deaths.
No, it isn't fair. I haven't done all this for nothing. Holm promised me I could be the only Duchess Hillsborough from now on.
Emma, stop it. Come with me.
She deserves to die, Louis. Every word she utters is a lie. I'm not joking. You should never believe what she says. One day she will betray you too.
She already has. I've just found out she's not my mother, Emma.
You will not die by my hand today, Sarah. She deserves to die. In fact, I think that honor goes to you.
Wow. Why I one shot Emma leh? Why the fuck I one shot Emma?
Where is the Al-Azif?
Sir Gregory planned to get it off the island by boat. I wouldn't be surprised if he sends it with the next shipment for the continent, but I don't know when that is.
I really thought my next breath would be my last.
Well, anything's possible.
This is no time to be joking. Just help me climb aboard this boat, and let's get off of this cursed island.
No, I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you, until you've told me everything.
For crying out loud, what are you talking about? No, 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 not now, no. Make him not want to know.
I know everything.
No. I beg you, please trust me. He's manipulating you. We must leave.
Paris.
Can't you see he wants you? And he'll do anything to turn you against me.
Number 12 on Rue des Martyrs.
He had to pay for what he did to me. I panicked. There she was with the baby due. I thought it was the right time to touch it, but
touch it? By disemboweling her and stealing me from her?
The girl was already condemned to die. He never leaves any witnesses behind. She meant nothing to him. And I absolutely had to find a way of stopping him.
You lost your mind or what? How did you stop him by stealing a baby?
He was multiplying. I had to do something. It took me years to pick up his trail again, Louis. From the second I took you in, I couldn't bear to be apart from you. I looked after you, fed you, raised you, like a mother.
I know. You always took care of me.
I devoted my whole life to teaching you to distinguish between right and wrong, so you would have the choice. You are not like him.
But you never told me.
I wanted to. I very nearly told you everything, at least a dozen times.
You didn't, though, did you? Why?
I don't know, Louis. I couldn't. Not after Venice.
Talk to me about Venice.
Oh, no. Louis, let's go. I'll tell you everything once we get home. Now come.
You never wanted us to speak about it again. Winter 1791. Do you remember?
Louis, no. We agreed to never speak about it again.
Now I understand. We were on the trail of a businessman. We broke into his place one night. We ran into his wife.
Not that, Louis. It's in the past.
She too was pregnant. Was he Mortimer's as well?
Louis,
Answer.
Yes!
What became of the child?
I gave it away.
For him too? You became his mother, didn't you?
No, I gave him to a couple who couldn't have children. I never saw him again.
How many children have you stolen from him?
I saved all of you, Louis. I gave you a normal life. 9. Louis, yes. I made mistakes in the past. But now I'm ready
to... Do you consider me a mistake?
No, not you. You are what I am most proud of in my whole life. You are good. You fight to do right. You are not like him.
Still, he is my father. Why did you steal me?
You don't want to know, believe me.
For once in your life, be honest. Why all this mess? Why do you have it in for him so much? Why?
Because I'm his daughter. I know what he's doing. I see he has his eye on you. He's hovering around you, tempting you. He did it to me before you. And if you don't live up to his expectations, he will cast you away.
Is that what happened to you?
I wasn't good enough for him. So he rejected me.
What do you mean?
He tried to initiate me, but it would seem I am unable to develop his talent. I can't withdraw my mind from my body.
I get it. The reason why you abducted me is because he didn't love you, isn't it?
He doesn't love anyone.
You are my mother.
Don't
Whatever
be
you've
taken
done,
in.
I can't take that away from you. It doesn't excuse everything, but in time we will find a way of putting it all behind us.
Oh, thank you, Louis. Thank you. I will never lie to you again. Come on, let's go.
No, Mother.
I'm not going back with you. I can't.
What do you mean? Louis, you can't stay here. He
Don't
will...
worry about me. I have to stay. I still have a lot to learn. But you go.
Louis?
I'll see you in Paris. Don't worry. Here. This is yours.
Don't forget, Louis. You've got the lance. You can beat him. If you hit him with it, he won't be able to escape from his mortal envelope, and he will die with it.
What the fuck? This game is Fanchon with Fanchon and Fanchon. So in the last, this is not his. 不是他的妈妈。
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse. No, this is an advantage. I could get used to this pretty quickly, I think. Damn it, what a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
Okay lah guys, thanks for watching me stream this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sleep already. Oh my god, I almost stream for like 4 hours already. So already 2:07 a.m. So yeah, I'm gonna sleep first. So see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye. Good night, Theo. Good night. What? Hey, what? Good night. You also sleep like didn't sleep down, right? Wow. Okay. Sorry, Lord. Good night. おやすみなさい。